Hello everyone, welcome back to another Plane Dude 777 video, and this time we'll be taking a look at the China Airlines A321neo from Taipei to Penang. Now this flight is actually unique because I was originally supposed to take the EVA Air 777 to Kuala Lumpur. However, due to some mishaps, such as my whole flight being cancelled, I was able to be transferred onto China Airlines, which is interesting considering that they are competitors. Nonetheless, I was able to get a direct flight all the way back to Penang with my new boarding pass with China Airlines, and I will say that I'm very excited because I've never flown on China Airlines before. Regardless, we all gotta move on, so let's get started with the China Airlines lounge, which you can see is tucked away in sort of this very long hallway full of lounges. And so here it is, and I will say it has a very unique style that looks quite nice compared to the other lounges as well. And as you can see, when you enter, you sort of go down this very long hallway down to the business class lounge. And overall, my initial impressions of it is that it is very good. Despite it being inside a slightly more cramped and indoor space, I say that they spaced it out quite well and they offer a lot of types of very good seating. However, before I get too ahead of myself, I just got off a very long flight. So let's go have a look at the China Airlines lounge showers, which you have to get from a pass, but it is very easy. And as you can see, the shower here has a very unique design. It is quite clean, and I would say it's pretty good for a lounge overall. The water pressure is good, and I would definitely recommend going to this lounge for a shower stopover. Now that after I feel refreshed, I had a chance to look at the noodle bar and the buffet, which included some bolognese pasta, some bacon, and of course, the famous beef noodle soup that Taiwan is very well known for. The station where you get the food is also quite easy to access. After eating a little bit, I decided to get myself some steamed dim sum as well. Overall, while this lounge is not necessarily the top 1%, it is definitely a solid lounge that I would visit again if I were to fly China Airlines. That being said, it is now time for us to head over to our gate, where a very special surprise awaited us, because our plane to Penang is actually the A321 Pokemon jet, which definitely got a few looks and cameras from the crowd. In any case, it is now time for us to head on in, featuring a little bit of a Pikachu welcome right before you enter. And here it is, seat 12A of the China Airlines A321 business class. It looks quite nice overall, set in a 2-2 configuration, in a very modern style with a large screen as well as a welcome drink of, well, whatever this is, some headphones, a lot of storage options even for a small plane, and a lot of legroom of course. And you can obviously lie flat. That being said, I also like that you could see the little Pokeball on the wing of the A321. Not to mention, we are also right next to Starlux, who also, by the way, flies from Taipei to Penang. The middle of your seat also includes further storage options, including a wireless phone charger and a place for your headphones as well. And this is how you take out the tray table here. No need to lock it in per se, you could just pull it out like this. It is quite big and sturdy as well, and you can move it around a bit like this. Now let's have a look at the premium business class menu of China Airlines here. Feel free to pause for a closer look. And here is the drinks selection. I had a quick look at the onboard shopping magazine, and I don't know about you, but I think I know what I'm gonna get. In any case though, after settling in quite well into my seat, it was already time for us to push back. Here's the wing view of the A321neo, and what I really liked about the design is that you can see the Pokeball on the wing. And now as we head further out and get a few more views of planes, we were also provided with a few blankets as well as a bit of a nice safety video. Now let's have a look at the in-flight entertainment, and it is very good quality, of course. Very modern, the screen is quite responsive, you can view a lot of the shopping materials here as well, and the actual in-flight content in terms of movies to watch was very unique. especially considering that I did not expect 80 for Brady and also Babylon to be there. So good job, China Airlines. And of course, here are the headphones themselves. Decent quality, nothing too crazy or anything to write home about, but comfortable enough for this 4-hour flight. And so, as we pass by this hangar with a lot of old China Airlines planes, I would like for you to just sit back, relax, and of course, enjoy the following takeoff footage. A few more gimmicks include these armrests that you can actually flip up and down for space, this remote that actually tells you the flight time, and you can also of course control the screen with it, as well as this place where you can adjust your seat, which actually turns off when you're not using it, but lights up when you touch it. This is a closer look at the space at the back. It doesn't seem that spacious, but it's good enough. There's also an extra light for you to use for reading. I also forgot to mention that you can actually flip up and down this drink table for extra storage where you can put your passport, wallet, etc. You are also given Pokemon themed pillows which are very plush and very comfortable, especially for your back or when you're lying down. Now of course, as a 2-2 configuration, you could be seated next to someone you don't know, in which case you could slide up this privacy divider for yourself, and you also get a mirror here as well. Thumbs up to that. Here we were also given an early mixed snack bag with, of course, the China Airlines Pokemon theme, which was very cute. We were also given additional merchandise, I suppose, including these stickers, more of course to come later. As there was a bit of turbulence, the meal service wouldn't be started until around halfway through the flight, so I decided to get a bit of quick sleep first, featuring this very plush blanket. Now in the lie flat state, this is what the bed sort of looks like. And even if the footrest was a little small, the bed was actually quite comfortable as well, and didn't feel too firm or too soft. In fact, it felt just right, with enough space for you to move around at the top. Having a true lie flat bed, especially on a business class product for only 4 hours, is huge. And the amount of privacy you get from this shell, as you can see here, is also quite nice to have, especially when you're napping. In that case, I'm gonna head off for my very nice 2-hour sleep on this flight. So I'll see you guys very soon. Alright, and now as I'm awake, let's have a look at the restroom up in the front. And of course, it is relatively spacious for a narrow body plane, and it is quite clean and well designed, of course, with a few amenities to boot. Overall, no complaints here from me. And as turbulence was over, we got our tables prepped, and we immediately got with a very nice starter, which tasted weird but also very good at the same time. And of course, for the main course, I got the Japanese hamburg steak with rice and with a bunch of other sides as well. And overall, I would say that it is very, very good, especially when you're accompanied with the Pokemon merch on the side. Overall, it is a great meal. The Movenpick ice cream, although it wasn't my favorite flavor, was also quite good. And with a side of Chinese tea, I would say that this meal service was excellent, especially for a 4-hour flight. And now, here's a bit of a view of the outside as well. Now, I decided to spend my money on a bit of extra merch, especially on these Pokemon China Airlines aprons that the flight attendants were also wearing. So, I'll be wearing these too. And wow, just like that, we're already approaching Penang. For a 4-hour flight, it was definitely one of the best flight experiences I've had on a narrow body. In any case though, please enjoy the following landing footage. And just like that, we are here in Penang. I want to say overall that the flight attendants were great, the seats were great, the tech was great, and of course, the meal was great. Honestly, no complaints here, and it was made all the more special with this very unique and cool looking Pokemon livery. Hopefully, I'll get the chance to fly this product again in the near future whenever I fly to Taipei. In the end, I would give this flight a score of 9.5 out of 10, and I would definitely recommend it for everyone. I hope you all like and subscribe, and this is Plane Dude 777 signing out.